curiosity. Now, there's an old phrase that says curiosity killed the cat. But I'm going to say this, it's a lack of curiosity that kills ideas and openness. Curiosity, by definition, is a strong desire to know or learn something. Now, I have a fascinating observation between my generation and beyond and interacting with a lot of millennials and Gen Zers. And it happens many times a day in my own home. During the course of conversation, something will come up and I'll say, Google that. To which my kids will look at me, raise their eyebrows and go, Dad, only people your age Google things. And it does seem true. The more I sign, that's not just going on in my house, that's going on all over the place. That people my age are fascinated by the fact that we can find out all this information. Because we used to not be able to find out this stuff at all. We had to go through the Encyclopedia Britannica, or we would have engage in conversations, endless conversations in debate about things that could be easily struggled. I will say this, growing up in Ireland in a pub, 70% of the conversations that I grew up with could be dispelled by Google. Charlie Flaherty scored more goals for Ireland than any man who ever played for Ireland. Google it. No, Charlie was the number 3. Now, there was a great joy in that because we'd beat the heck out of one another arguing these points and drinking Guinness. But the fact of the matter is, people of my age are just fascinated that we can find out all this information. And yet a lot of younger people who've grown up with all the technology, unlimited internet. I mean, they're not even aware there was a life before the internet. Like, was there even a world before the internet? I mean, imagine, it was in the 90s, okay? I mean, we were well down the path when the internet, can you remember Netscape? And it all went live, I think it was 1994 or whatever. The fact of the matter is, young people today have no concept of that. So they've just grown up with it. They've grown up with their phones. They've grown up with whatever they want to do. And they've also learned they're so overwhelmed by it, they kind of tune a lot of it out. But in addition to tuning stuff out, one of the things that's happened is they're tuning out curiosity. And I see this a lot. And so I don't want to be grandpa here shouting, the music's too loud and get off my lawn. But it's one of the key ingredients for success. And I believe if younger people listening to this podcast hear it, they can say, hang on a second here. I want to be successful. I want to stand out amongst the competition. I want to do better, grow, become successful economically in other areas. That curiosity is one of the things I can turn on. Yeah, it is. And your curiosity is answered quicker and in many cases more effectively today than ever before.